Time is the one thing we all talk about, we all try to measure, and we strive to control. We celebrate its passing, we lament its loss, we mark its moments with traditions and rituals. And yet, the truth of life, the truth of you, exists far beyond time. As we approach what many call the new year, let's take a moment to reflect. What is time really? How do different cultures and beliefs define this new year that we all celebrate? And most importantly, how much of our lives are shaped by the illusion of it? What's fascinating about the concept of a new year is how differently it's celebrated across cultures and religions. For example, the Gregorian calendar marks January 1st as the start of the new year. But did you know this wasn't always the case? This Gregorian calendar was adopted in 1582, replacing earlier calendars, and is now widely used for global alignment. Meanwhile, Chinese culture celebrates the Lunar New Year, which falls between late January and mid February, based on the cycles of the moon. It's a time of reunion, it's a time of honoring ancestors and ushering in good fortune for the Chinese. In India, there's no single New Year. Different regions celebrate it at various times, like Ugandi in the south, Vaisakhi in the north, or Diwali, the festival of lights, which many consider a spiritual new beginning. In Judaism observes Rosh Hashanah, a reflective new year in September or October, focused on introspection and renewal. And in Islam, the Hijri New Year marks the beginning of Islamic lunar calendar, often emphasizing prayers and fasting. Even nature itself has its rhythm. For many indigenous cultures, the new year is tied to solstices, equinox, or harvest moments when the earth itself seems to pause and begin anew. Despite their differences, all these new years share a common thread: the desire for renewal, for fresh beginnings, for hope. But here's something to think about. Do these dates truly mark something new, or are they simply moments we've chosen to call new? The truth is, whether it's January 1st, the first day of spring, or the sighting of the crescent moon, these celebrations are human constructs. They are stories we've created to give meaning to the passage of time. Time itself is a framework, a way for us to organize life, to make sense of change. But does a new year truly bring something new, or is it just a marker or a placeholder in an endless cycle? Here's a question for you. Without a clock, without a calendar or a countdown, how would you know it's a new year? The truth of life, the truth of you exists far beyond these markers. They exist far beyond these placeholders. It isn't bound by days, it isn't bound by months, it isn't bound by years. It's timeless. Let's go deeper. The way we mark time often divides us. Different calendars, different beliefs, different celebrations, they can create a sense of separation as though one way is superior to another. But here's the truth: humanity is one. No calendar, no ritual, no belief can change that. These differences are stories we've inherited, but they are not the essence of who we are. Could it be that the true New Year isn't tied to a date or a ritual? Could it be something deeper, as a recognition of the timeless truth within us? Imagine a life where you are no longer bound by the ticking of a clock or the turning of a calendar. What if every moment was an opportunity for renewal? What if every day was a chance to celebrate the truth of who you are? The essence of you isn't tied to a date. It isn't something that begins or ends with time. It's eternal. The essence of you is eternal. It's unchanging. It's limitless. It's love. It's presence. The essence of you is being. As we approach what the world calls a new year, I invite you to pause, to reflect, to go beyond the illusion of time and tradition. This isn't just about marking another date on the calendar. It's about understanding the timeless truth of who you are, because the new year doesn't make you new. You've always been whole. You've always been new. You've always been enough. The journey isn't about becoming something else or someone else. It's about remembering the essence of who you've always been. In the next segment, we'll explore how to find peace in the honesty of you, how to let go of belief, embrace understanding, and live in the timeless truth of your being. Stay with me. Subscribe to Poke now and join me as we uncover the timeless truth of who you are. I love you.